Welcome to Woosh TV. In this video we are going to talk about the top 10 most dangerous prisons of all time. Before starting this video, like this video, and subscribe to Woosh TV for future updates. Only the outside world is a more perilous place to live than prison. A casual viewing of the evening news will convince any viewer that the world is a dangerous place. Following one violent crime after another, it becomes clear that human nature contains some significant defects. While not everyone feels compelled to physically harm another person, there are far too many people who not only feel compelled, but actively relish it. Due to the dangers inherent in the outside world, criminal justice becomes critical to the health of a society. Prisons are built to imprison criminals, and some are expressly built to house the world's most dangerous offenders. These are the most dangerous criminals. While any criminal justice system hopes to improve a criminal's character, keeping the world's most dangerous offenders in a prison seems to guarantee a violent climate. Additionally, there are the often cruel circumstances established by some prison staff. The world's most hazardous jails are places where offenders battle for their sanity and existence on a daily basis. The following is a list of the top 10 most dangerous prisons of all time. Number 10. San Quentin Prison. San Quentin Prison was founded in 1852 and is the state of California's oldest prison. Although the jail contains a gas chamber, lethal injection is the only method of execution used there. Even with a substantial guard team, violence is a persistent problem in San Quentin. In February 2006, a series of racially motivated attacks resulted in the injury of 100 inmates. Additionally, 2 detainees were assassinated. The prison is notorious for its substandard circumstances, and a 2005 assessment noted that it is our judgment that housing prisoners there is harmful. Number 9. Bangkok Prison. Bangkok Prison, in Bangkok, Thailand, is dubbed the Bangkok Hilton. However, it is far from a desirable location to stay. The institution is notorious for routinely torturing inmates. Detainees are jammed into cramped cells, and death row inmates frequently have less than 2 hours warning before being hauled away to their execution. Bangkok, as one of Thailand's primary jails, frequently housed foreign detainees who sent reports about atrocities outside to their homelands. The most fascinating feature of the jail culture was the chit system, the facility's internal class system. It was there that convicts were fed according to their standing with the cantina, which provided only one bowl of rice and veggie fare for free. Everything else had to be purchased, allowing wealthier convicts to engage cohorts and slaves made out of other prisoners in exchange for additional food. In recent years, this has compelled international detainees to organize their own charity campaigns in order to raise enough money for better food. In May 2013, officials at Bangkok Central Prison finally eliminated the usage of shackles, allowing over 563 convicts with excellent behavior to be released from their leg irons early. This internationally publicized ceremony was intended to demonstrate that times are changing at this illustrious jail, yet a sizable number of high-profile, violent, and death row inmates remained chained, despite official assurances that their position will improve in the coming months. Today, Bangkok Central Prison is recognized in Asia's popular culture as Big Tiger because of its tendencies to eat and stalk prisoners. In the West, it is best known as Bangkok Hilton, the name of a fictional jail in a popular Australian television drama starring Nicole Kidman, Denholm Elliott, and 𝐥𝐤𝐤𝐿 that was loosely modeled on Bangkok Central Prison. Number 8. Rikers Island Prison. Rikers Island Correctional Facility in New York has a history of inmate violence. In 1991, a guy named John Reyes, who worked as a guard at the prison, described being fearful on a regular basis due to the beatings and murders he observed there. Due to the prison's violent history, it is currently one of the harshest in the world. Numerous rehabilitation initiatives at the institution have resulted in a year-over-year decrease in stabbings from 1,000 to 70. During the Civil War, the island was used as a military training site. The 9th New York Infantry, better known as 𝐥𝐤𝐤𝐤, was the first unit to use the island, arriving on May 15, 1861. 𝐥𝐤𝐤𝐤 were followed on June 23 by the 36th New York State Volunteers, who were followed on July 15 by the Anderson 𝐥𝐤𝐤𝐤s. The Anderson 𝐥𝐤𝐤𝐤𝐤s were led by John Lafayette Riker, a distant relative of the island's owners. Camp Astor was named in honor of businessman John Jacob Astor Jr., who funded the army, and appears to have been instrumental in raising the 𝐤𝐤𝐬𝐤s in particular, with the Astor ladies credited with manufacturing the 𝐦𝐤𝐤𝐤 costumes used by the regiment's recruits. Rikers Island was afterwards occupied by multiple additional Civil War regiments, but the term Camp Astor remained unique to the 𝐤𝐤𝐬𝐤s, and did not become a generic designation for the island's military encampment. Number 7. Alcatraz Island Prison. Although Alcatraz Island Prison, off the coast of San Francisco, California, has been closed for many years, it once imprisoned some of history's most dangerous criminals. 𝐿 Capone was one of its most famous detainees. The prison was notable for its violent escape attempts, the most famous of which was dubbed the Battle of Alcatraz in May 1946. Alcatraz was forced to close on March 21, 1963 due to its poor reputation and hefty maintenance costs. Number 6. ADX Florence Supermax Facility. ADX Florence in Colorado was built to house the most dangerous inmates, many of whom are kept in near round-the-clock solitary confinement. In June 2012, several inmates filed a lawsuit. The lawsuit alleges that the prison's conditions foster inmate abuse and torture. Number 5. La Santé Prison. La Santé Prison is located in Paris, France. The jail is infamous for its brutality, and some inmates have committed suicide rather than serve their time there. 124 convicts committed suicide in 1999. The prison's brutality is so rampant that convicts are only permitted to leave their cells 4 hours a day. Additionally, the jail system establishes a hierarchical structure, which empowers certain offenders and deteriorates conditions for others. Number 4. Diyarbakir Prison. Diyarbakir Prison in Diyarbakir, Turkey, is infamous for its terrible circumstances. One of the prison's darkest chapters is its history of incarcerating youngsters for life sentences. The prison's violent behavior appears to stem more from the prison guards than from the detainees themselves. In 1996, an event happened in which guards and cops violently beaten detainees. This tragedy claimed the lives of 10 convicts and injured another 23. Number 3. La Sabaneta Prison. Venezuela's La Sabaneta Prison is located in South America. The prison's facilities are built to house 15,000 inmates, but it currently houses 25,000. The jail is significantly understaffed, with about 1 guard for every 150 convicts. The prison has a reputation for violent incidents. In 1994, a violent gun battle claimed the lives of 108 prisoners. Additionally, 196 prisoners were killed and 624 injured in 1995 as a result of prison violence. Prisoners bathe in the same bucket of water in a corner, and relieve themselves in plastic bags tossed out a barred window onto an open-air patio. Almost every inmate carries a knife for protection, those who do not run the risk of being cut down. In La Sabaneta, violent riots are common. In 1994, 108 prisoners were killed in a gun battle, just one of numerous riots at this house of horrors, which also regularly sees fires, murders, and beheadings. Additionally, deteriorating facilities and prison services pose a problem. Drinking water from corroded bathroom pipes is teeming with bacteria and parasites, medical care is scant, and prisoners sew their own wounds. AIDS, tuberculosis, and typhoid are not uncommon. Number 2. Tadma Prison. Tadma Military Prison near Palmyra, Syria is infamous for being one of the most oppressive jails in the world. According to Amnesty International, every part of it was designed to degrade its inmates. The most infamous incident in the prison's history occurred in June 1980. President Hafez al-Assad survived a Muslim Brotherhood assassination attempt. According to reports, he directed soldiers to execute any prisoner they came across in retaliation for the attack. Tadma was closed for the first time in 2001, but was reopened in 2011. Today, it is no less terrible. Number 1. Carandiru Penitentiary. Carandiru Penitentiary, located in Brazil, South America, is possibly the world's most harsh and lethal prison. In 1992, a brutal prison massacre claimed the lives of 102 convicts. Additionally, the jail is notorious for its horrific health conditions. Nearly 1 in every 5 convicts in the prison's health section has been diagnosed with HIV. While the world outside is deadly in and of itself, jails are without a doubt some of the most violent places on the planet. Prisons confine the world's most dangerous components in limited spaces. Though there are several violent jails throughout the world, these 10 are among the most infamous. What do you think about this video? Do let us know down in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video and want to hear from us again, be sure to hit that subscribe button before you go.